UFC Pavlovich versus Blaydes. You're wondering, who's going to win this? How will I know who to bet on? Well, you happen to have stumbled into the channel that will tell you. Today, we're going to give you our predictions, we're going to give you betting tips, and we're going to give you a few laughs along the way with the MMA bros, and there is our humble pup, the channel mascot. Let's get right.
Senor Bailey.
Let's do this.
Jeremiah Wells versus Matthew Semelsberger.
Matthew Semelsberger, Jeremiah Wells. That fight is a close one. The bookies, they have it as even. I personally have it as even. The one factor for me that's pushing me to picking someone is thinking that Semi the Jedi, or Semel the Jedi.
Semi the Jedi. I don't know. It doesn't sound like that nickname should work.
It's a pretty shit nickname, I'll say. You could have something better. But if Vince McMahon would call him like Barocca Boy or something.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Ass, you know, kind of a Vince McMahon thing. But we ain't here to speak about what his nickname should be. The only thing pushing me towards picking, I would say him, would be his win over Jake Matthews.
Nice.
That was a win against a very good opponent. I didn't think he would win that one. So, yeah, I'm picking you. But it's even. It doesn't really matter who you pick for that one.
In fact, if I think we should make a punishment where if I don't do well one event, I've got to be Napoleon Bonaparte. But no,
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Actually, that's an even better one. Yeah, I'll be Napoleon Bonaparte for one walk, but then another one where I'm Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite. That's pretty cool.
Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, this is going to be a bad prediction video. I can just tell. I'm already fucking up.
Right. Semelsberger versus Wells.
Oh, Jeremiah Wells. As much as, right, so I'm a little bit torn on this one because when I'm completely split on who will win, like I am on this one, I normally go for who's got the more silly name. Jeremiah Wells has got the more silly first name, Jeremiah.
Racist.
Eh?
Racist.
Not racist. And then, obviously, Matthew Semelsberger's got by far and away the more silly surname, so I'm going to go with Matthew Semelsberger. Yasmin Lucindo versus Brogan Walker.
God.
Apparently she's trying to get on the Joe Brogan podcast.
The Joe Brogan podcast, which one's that?
Brogan Walker.
Brogan Walker.
So she's going to be putting on the performance of a lifetime, I'm sure.
Once again, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I do not fucking know who wins this one. I'm gonna go with Brogan Walker because I think she's got that drive to get on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
She's gonna do what Jessica I couldn't do and force herself on set.
Yeah.
So Brogan Walker, don't fucking trust me on that, please.
Yeah.
Alright, Brogan Walker versus Lucindo.
I'm just gonna go with I'll be honest, not got a fucking clue. I'm gonna go Brogan Walker because, as we previously mentioned, she's really gonna want to, with a name similar to Rogan, she's gonna think that that's like her ticket onto the Joe Rogan podcast.
Is that literally the only reason you told me that?
What?
The Rogan Brogan thing.
Yes.
I thought she was trying to get on the Joe. That changes everything for my bet. But carry on. I'm locked in now.
Sounds like Rogan.
God,
all the reason than that.
Nah, I'm locked in now. Anyway, go ahead.
Stick with it now. Bobby Green versus Jared Gordon.
Bobby Green, Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon, we remember for that amazing Paddy fight where he got an astounding W. What a win that was. The judges, perfect that night. When I heard unanimous decision, Jared Gordon, and his hand was raised against Paddy, derailing the hype train.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
I think we all were.
Bobby Green got knocked out in his last fight, but he's still a slick boxer. He's still the man. I'm going to have Bobby Green to win by decision, piecing up Gordon. If Gordon does utilise his wrestling, I think he could stay in the fight and even potentially win on points, but if he stays on the feet, I don't see him winning it. Jared Gordon, Bobby Green.
Oh yeah, Flash Gordon versus Bobby Green. For me, this is lock of the card. It's going to be Bobby Green. I'm willing to do some kind of silly forfeit or sacrifice if what's his name, fucking Flash Gordon wins.
Carolina Reaper.
Alright, yeah, Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper, Hot Wings.
Hot Wings, Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, okay, I'm willing to do that. Reason for it being Bobby Green, it's a little bit annoying because all the reasons you gave are the reasons I believe he's going to win, so it's just going to look like I've copied you. But no, Bobby Green is actually a pretty slick boxer. I rate his striking, he's pretty good. Good takedown defence as well. Well, one good thing to say about Flash Gordon that Paddy had, the most backhanded compliment you can ever give. Mate, you are tough as fuck. Like, that is such a shit compliment because it basically says, yeah, all the punches that I landed on you, you took them well, you know. I hate that compliment. Does anybody else think that's a backhanded compliment? Let us know in the comments. Maybe I'm just being a bit pessimistic. But anyway, yeah, I think that Bobby Green's going to piece him up and win on decision.
Bailey looking silly. Brad Tavares versus Bruno Silva.
Bruno Silva, you may not really know the name, but he fought Alex Pereira and fought GM3.
The great GM3.
Who, the only guy to not be took down by Chimaev, which says something.
Yeah. 100% takedown.
I'm kind
defense.
of stalling because I don't know who's going to win this. I'm going to go with Brad Tavares. He's kind of a reliable gatekeeper.
See, I'd say they're both very notoriously unreliable, but
they are probably both unreliable. But what you can rely on with Tavares is he's a gatekeeper.
yeah,
He's going to maintain the gate.
maintain the cake.
And you're only going to be getting past if, you know, you're a worthy top 15 fighter.
Right, which neither of them are.
Which neither. Well, no, I think Tavares is the number 15 bang on.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I would like to see Bruno Silva win, but I'm going to go with Tavares. Bruno Silva, Brad Tavares.
Right, this is a horrible one to pick because both are unreliable as fuck. You got Bruno Silva who had a good fight with Alex Pereira. In fact, did pretty well in the striking against Alex Pereira, and then goes and gets dropped and outclassed on the feet by GM3. Pereira couldn't do it, but GM3 comes along, does it easily. Brad Tavares might be a little bit less of a meme, so I think I'm going to go Brad Tavares. But you know, I ain't confident in either man. I think it's going to be a bit of a meme fight. But because I think that, sure enough, it's going to be like fight of the night. Oh, damn it! I've dropped the phone.
It doesn't matter.
Song Yadong versus Ricky Simone.
Song Yadong, he's been pushed a bit. He had that Sanhagen fight. We really do believe in him, the UFC. Maybe for that China market, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Ricky Simone is extremely underrated. Yeah, I like the kid.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
His chain wrestling when he beat that, fucking hell, I forgot his name, the Welsh dude, Shaw, when he beat Shaw recently, But I was really impressed with that performance. Ricky Simone is the dark horse of the division. I'm going with Simone to win by decision.
Very nice.
Co-main event, Ricky Simone, Song Yadong.
Right, so this is the complete opposite of the previous fight, in that both of them are actually quite good. I think both have got pretty good skill sets. I'm going to say, and it's close, but not in the sense of the previous fight where I'm like, oh god, it's close because they're both shit. This is good. This is close because they're both good. I'm going to say, tough one, but I'm going to say Song Yadong wins. I'm going to say that Song Yadong wins by decision.
And then, last but not least, Sergei Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes.
I know what a lot of people are going to be thinking. Sergei Pavlovich. Whoa!
Yeah.
I ain't in that boat. I think Curtis Blaydes is extremely well-rounded. I think Curtis Blaydes is the best heavyweight in the UFC in my heart.
Yeah,
Not because I love him.
I agree.
I'm not picking him with my heart. I'm picking him with my head.
Good man.
He's got exceptional takedowns. He's got his striking has really improved. I think
Yeah.
he could hang with most. He could probably hang with most strikers at heavyweight.
I agree.
I'm gonna go Curtis Blaydes decision. He
Nice.
could get a submission though. I think he's gonna be on Pavlovich with the takedowns. I think he wants the revenge for that Ngannou fight. The second Ngannou fight where he got took out in the first round.
Yeah.
That's why I think he's going to be coming in to prove that he's not like that. He's not this guy who comes up against a heavy hitter like Derrick Lewis or Ngannou and he gets took out in one shot in the first round. Or second round in the Lewis fight.
Stop
If I was...
being silly. Right, well he needs a bath when he gets home.
If I was to give a betting tip, I'm going to say don't bet on this event at all. If you're in an uncut gem situation though, and you're at gunpoint and you've got all this and you're running around like the little fucking casino, you've got your little missus running around the casino.
Yeah.
Put the house on Pavlovich KO because that's first round KO because that's the longer the fight goes on, the more fucked he is. And if he is going to win, the most clear-cut path to victory for Pavlovich would be a KO.
Yeah, and stopping him nice and early.
Blaydes, I feel he has multiple ways of winning this.
Yeah, I agree.
Pavlovich KO if you're in an uncut gem situation.
Yeah.
If not, please don't
Strictly in that
Don't
situation.
bet on this event if not. Main event, Pavlovich Blaydes.
Pavlovich versus Blaydes. Tough one. Pavlovich is very dangerous early on, as we've seen, and Blaydes can sometimes be a little bit shaky early on. Having said that, I really rate Blaydes' striking. I think that he's come on leaps and bounds to the point where not only is he the best wrestler in the division at this point, aside from maybe Jon Jones, but that remains to be seen. I think that him versus Derrick Lewis and what's the fat heavyweight, the middleweight at heavyweight, Chris Dawkins.
Yeah.
I think that sort of proved to me that Blaydes' striking is, getting to a point where it's, just as dangerous as his wrestling, or not far off. So Blaydes, more tools to get it done. I say that Blaydes takes it into the second, the third round. I think that he stops him in the third round.
No, just a quick thing. Message for the world, maybe peace.
Message for the world.
Yeah, peace. Stop all wars.
Not all wars, because some wars,
All right, send a message to Putin quickly.
Putin, you had your chance, and now you're done. It's been a year, and you still not got it done. I mean, this is supposed to be a meme of a war. This is supposed to be, we go in, we steamroll them, and we get it done. But it just hasn't. I tell you what, this is a cherry pick gone wrong, and you just look silly at this point, and I'm not impressed.
I heard you earlier comparing Russia, saying Russia is the Deontay Wilder of countries.
Yeah, I'd say that it's between them and China, both. But I get very strong Deontay Wilder vibes from both of them, which is not a very good thing to have, in my opinion. Message for the world though: